what we have to lead with, we were just talking about this before the show started, before Crosstalk, and I said, what are we even doing? Let's just go on the air with this. I don't know if you guys out there in listener land are up on the Tom Brady situation, where he's in this mysterious absence. And Todd Bowles, who's the head coach, who I think will do a really nice job. I think he got screwed over in New York with his first go-around as head coach. He sounds clueless about it, that there's no information. And day by day, the longer the absence is, and I know they said, well, he won't be back until after Tennessee. Nobody just up and takes a 10, 12, 13-day break from training camp.
Without the coach at least knowing.
Well, exactly. And again, the personal thing, you're getting reporting now where it's not Tom Brady's health, football or non-football, and it's not his family's health, football or non-football. So reports began to surface, Pro Football Talk being one of them, and I'll let David and you fill in the blanks because you guys have the copy in front of you. The theory going around right now is unbelievable if true. David, do you want to step in here, or Rico, do you have it?
Go ahead, David. Mine's updating.
Yeah, so what you're saying is coming from Pro Football Talk. It's not actually from Pro Football Talk. Pro Football Talk is pulling a theory which has legs from Reddit. Someone has been doing their own investigation here on where Tom Brady is, and the theory is that he is filming The Masked Singer.
Now explain how they've come to that conclusion.
Here's what they've come to the conclusion. Well, Brady in the offseason signed to be a broadcaster with Fox when his career is over. Well, the show airs on Fox. Gronk sang on the show, which, you know, they're best friends. Of course, he'll try to do that. Gronk has set him up, hook him up. Someone found a shooting schedule or a filming schedule that lines up with this week that Brady has been gone.
So his absence coincides with the shooting schedule
of the Masked Singer.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also a belief, and this is what they believe, is that when Tom Brady retired, because of his connection with Gronk connected him, he signed up to do the show.
Because it's a Fox property.
Correct.
He was going to go to Fox anyways.
Correct.
Oh.
And here's the other thing. Hold on, David. Because you don't know when you're going to get put off, you just have to keep going. So that's why no one knows when Brady's going to come back, because they probably figured he'll get there, he'll get booted off on the first show, he's back in time for football. Sounds like Brady's got a nice little run. He's got that St. Pete's run going on in the NCAA tournament, where all of a sudden he's gaining momentum and he's still missing games.
Yeah, and that's why people are believing that Todd Bowles yesterday said there's no timetable right now when he can return.
Okay, but hold on. Now listen, I'm all for good RFR, Roofer Radio conspiracies. I want you to think about this. Everybody just step back for a second, because we've been talking about this for 20 minutes. People are in their car or in their cubicle just listening. We are talking about Tom Brady in his last hurrah, where it's Super Bowl or bust, leaving training camp. They have so many new pieces. They've got an entirely new offensive line, almost. They've got Chris Godwin nursing an injury, coming back. They've got new pieces everywhere. Tom Brady leaves to film a TV show. And I don't know if it makes a difference, but it's a TV show that has nothing to do with football. No. It's not like he took a day from training camp to, they're doing a Jeter documentary style thing or a Last Dance about Brady. None of it. The coach has no idea when he's coming back. It's been essentially, and I don't know how you would do this.
No, I'm just thinking, where have I heard this before? Oh, it was here for Detroit with the Tigers.
Yeah.
You had a pitcher who decided, I'm just not
I got some things going on at home. I'm going to peace out, and I'll get back to you when you're 30 games under 500. But the point is, Rico, even for the greatest quarterback in history, don't you draw a line here?
No.
The Masked Singer isn't that line for you. The man's going to be on stage wearing a pink cat head singing.
What's your alternative if you're Tampa?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's ridiculous.
Right. But how is this different from the shenanigans that Aaron Rodgers is pulling? When you know you have the team by the balls, you can do whatever you want. And what's the team going to do? Nothing. What's Green Bay going to put Jordan Love in there? Yeah, how'd that work out?
What did Rodgers do?
I mean, the whole going on just the craziness. When he went on that thing where he got the enemas and all of that stuff and
the Anavasana.
Yeah, the crazy.
But that's all off season. This is camp.
But then, I'm showing up at the Kentucky Derby, but don't talk to me, but I'm going to be sitting right there. But I'm not going to talk about this.
Technically off season. I don't disagree as a weirdo.
I think this started off season. And, Mike, like it or not, I guess because I remember for years, Barry Sanders never did anything off season because at this point, I know what he can do. Tom Brady's not playing in any of these preseason games.
Okay.
The only thing that can happen is some free agent rolls up on his ankle, and now he's out.
So then let's ask the question this way. This is probably the way to do it. Look, whether you believe it or not, it's up to you guys. I think it's interesting. I do.
It's an interesting conspiracy.
And I think you're missing a part of it, though, Mike.
What am I missing?
Because you're thinking of the football part of it. Well, remember, the theory is he signed on when he was retired. He wasn't expected to be playing this season.
Correct.
He already signed the contract to be on the show. You're not getting out of that.
The only person who told you he'd be back is me.
Well,
I told you the day he retired I didn't believe him.
You should have told Brady, and maybe he wouldn't have signed his contract to be on the show.
So here's my question then. We're all football fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rico is probably where the majority of people will lie, which is, look, it doesn't matter. You're being get off my lawn guy. Tom Brady doesn't need practice. He doesn't need the preseason. I still look at it as, you know what? Part of the preseason is even if you don't play in the games, you do practice. Aaron Rodgers practices. He doesn't play. There's something about you're part of the team. There's something about you are the leader. And let's face it, the chemistry with your wide receivers, it's not developed in preseason games. It's developed in camp. It's developed in joint practice.
Right, but at this point, it's Tom Brady, and Tom Brady can get anybody to be good. That's the perception. So, yeah, I've seen it where the truly elite, they blow off training camp altogether. They're not coming back. They don't want to do this. I mean, he's not on a team right now, but it's like Ndamukong Suh. He's not going to sign with anybody until camps are over because he doesn't want to go through this grind. Like rookies and people fighting for a job, this means something.
But when you're the quarterback, I think the rules – I'm sorry, I was taking a sip of water there.
That's okay.
I think when you're a quarterback, it's different. And that's not me being devil's advocate. I'm just saying there's quarterbacks here, everyone else over
right,
here.
But there's quarterbacks here, and then there's the elite four that can pretty much do whatever they want.
All right, but what other QB takes just a random absence from camp? Forget about playing in the games. I agree with you on
Mike,
playing in the
games. You're right, but this may be a little egotistical. He's got a ton of rings.
He's Tom Brady.
What are you going to say?
Let's see if the people. Let's see if the people give an F.
I mean, 248. I understand what you're not being get off. You're not being get off my lawn guy. But what's Tampa's alternative?
They don't have
You're
one.
You're going to fine him?
They don't have one. He knows it, and that's where I'm not even saying they should do anything. It's more about whether it bothers you or not. 248-539-9797. David, does it bother you, or is this just totally kosher?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what to think because I want my player, my leader, to be in camp and set the stage and set the tone for the season. But I'm also thinking that Tom Brady's he's done at the end of this year.
Is he?
So why not start setting up your after football?
It's already set up.
Well, no, I'm talking about where people know your personality.
He doesn't have one.
No. But
we don't know that.
Remember, his after football crashed and burned. He was supposed to be in the Miami Dolphin organization. Oops. That got leaked out.
Yeah, he can go to Fox still.
Yeah. Right, but I'm saying, like, I think he had everything all planned out, and it was like, oh, man. And then it was, hey, Tom, remember when you signed that deal for the Masked Singer? Oh, God. Hey,
here's
guys,
your octopus head.
I need a little time off.
Here's the other thing. Who the hell watches that show?
You would be amazed.
Well, then amaze me. Do you?
You know what? You know who watches the show? The same people who every year don't watch the Super Bowl. You do realize the majority of the people
The homeless.
don't watch the Super Bowl.
Who? Who doesn't watch the Super Bowl?
There's more people who don't watch the Super Bowl than who actually watch it.
Well, I don't like those people.
Those are the people who watch this
248-539-9797. I'd ask Kenny, but he's screening your phone calls. I'd love to hear from the people. And also, too, like, Tom Brady could host a Masked Singer. I would never watch it. I mean, you can't avoid the commercials. You're watching Packers, Broncos. Hey, look, it's Roseanne Barr with a giraffe head on.
It's the people who watch reality TV. And now, there's Real Housewives of Dubai. There's Real Housewives of everything. As a matter of fact, they had a Real Housewives summer vacation where they picked the all-stars from all the different Real Housewives and put them in a resort.
You know what I would do? I'm running on a platform for president. I would ban reality TV. It's trash. What?
I think I would watch this now.
No, you would not.
To see if Tom Brady's on it?
And
dressed as what? A donkey?
I don't know. I want to see.
You can't criticize because, we do watch Hard Knocks.
That's not reality TV. It's football. There's a difference.
Really?
It's football.
Is it?
Okay, time out. Time out. What exactly is the occupation or fascination with Real Housewives of Atlanta versus the Detroit effing Lions?
Some of them are famous or have famous husbands.
What are they famous for?
Lawyers. Like, one of the Real Housewives have made $1 billion selling wine.
Great.
One of them is a Grammy Award winner.
Super out of 1,000.
And one of them is a former running back who holds up a surface and tells you, trust the program.
That's the NFL. It's different.
It's reality.
This guy's turning it into MTV.
Hard Knocks is not football, Mike.
You know what?
Did you not get a segment on David Blau's fiance
and
or girlfriend?
I told you how much I hated it.
But people loved it.
No, who loved it?
Mike, you got to believe me when I say this. There are people who think differently than you.
There are, and they're not smart.
And as David is saying, you're number one.
And the new Circa Million